In the year 70 AD, Jerusalem was sacked and burned to the ground by the Roman legions. Much was lost, but a scattering of written fragments survived, hidden for centuries in the wild deserts of Qumran. Qumran lies in a rift valley. It's the lowest point on Earth. There's an inland sea there, a dead sea, where nothing grows. Its banks are caked with thick salt, and the caves there were the perfect place to hide treasure.
Right then, this is the Dead Sea. It's right on the border between Jordan and Israel. But it's most famous for what was found here in 1948.
It was a Bedouin shepherd by the name of Mohammed Ahmed El-Hamid.
His goats would climb up into the caves along the Dead Sea to escape the desert sun.
One evening, Mohammed threw a small stone into one of the caves, hoping to chase his goats out. Instead, he heard the tinkle of breaking pottery. It was the greatest archaeological find of the century.
Eventually, over 800 different fragments were found, spread over 11 caves.
In amongst them, there are all but 2 of the books of the Old Testament, copies 1,000 years older than any we had previously seen. The 10 Commandments, Noah's Ark, and this small fragment from the Psalms. Some of the scripts are in Aramaic and some are in Greek, but the vast majority are in Hebrew. And although some of the scrolls date to almost 100 AD,
none of the fragments come from the New Testament.
This was from an older sect, many of them thought to be from the desert settlement of Qumran.
Behind me here is the Shrine of the Book Museum in West Jerusalem,
which houses most, but not all, of the Dead Sea Scrolls. Even the top of this museum represents the ceramic jars that the Dead Sea Scrolls were found in. Over in Amman, Jordan, there's an even more interesting museum. Amongst the fragments there is one called the Copper Scroll. It actually had to be cut into pieces to be read. And the reconstruction behind it tells of 160 tons of gold hidden in 64 different locations. The trouble is the instructions are vague at best. Tucked behind staircases that no longer exist, paces from a wall that simply is no longer there.
Very likely it's the treasures of the Second Temple, lost now for all time. And so the Dead Sea Scrolls still hold their secrets, 2,000 years after they were hidden in the caves high above Qumran.